Hi, hello everyone, welcome in. My name is Jer, and today we are going to be comparing some lip syncs across the franchises for who I thought performed the lip sync better. Now, there have been a lot of lip syncs across the franchises that have overlapped on each other. Whether that has been because of licensing and someone shared from another franchise that also bought that licensing, or if it was just happy coincidence, or WoW saying, hey, let's try to make this song happen, like we're gonna try to make Fetch happen. Today we are going to be comparing and contrasting a number of these lip syncs that have overlapped with each other, and I will be sharing which one I think was the stronger performance, and I would love to know what y'all thought about the same thing. Now, because of copyright stuff, I am a little bit nervous about putting the entire song back there. I'm already skirting it enough by using the clips, so we're gonna use our imagination about the songs. Another note is I'm only choosing 9, and there are definitely more songs that overlap. So before you start typing, why didn't you do this song? Why didn't you do that one? I didn't want this to be a 10-hour long video, so we whittled it down to a total of 9. It's also important to note that a lot of lip syncs intersect with Holland. So I tried really hard to not include all of those, but there were a lot of them. Drag Race Holland, unfortunately, is a franchise that I don't think had many original songs to their franchise, except for that one Dutch song. Just the one in Holland too. One song in Dutch. So without further ado, let's get in this. So we're starting out in season 9, where we had Peppermint and Trinity lip sync to Stronger, which had originally been lip sync by BB and On China in season 1. So we start out pretty strong. I like Peppermint's look a lot for this finale. Conversely, I don't know if I love what Trinity's wearing. And I think it's very obvious that both of these are gonna come off at some point. When this came on, it was a big deal because I think this may have been one of the first songs that was reused from an original season. Drag Race has started doing this more often these days, where they'll pull a song from an old lip sync. The reveal happened, I think, maybe a little bit early for Trinity. Peppermint's got this really powerful energy about her when she's performing, and I really resonate with that. Trinity's trying so hard to take up a lot of space, and I do appreciate that. I love the flexing. Period. For a finale lip sync, that was good. And now with BB and Angina, this was a huge song for them to get. Angina's got this power. BB's got the, I don't know the words, so I'm just gonna mush mouth kind of in the direction of these lyrics. But that move right there, oh, fierce. That's why BB won the season, was that face. Angina's presence on the stage is so strong, but BB's got this swag about her. This Vaseline filter mama, it's so tragic. I love the Sasha Velour with no payout. That was the original. The hair whipping is crazy. And Angina just being like, what's she doing? I can't do all that. And the wig pulling back. Do y'all remember when taking off your wig was considered a sign of strength, vulnerability? Okay, that move was awful. I kind of wish that Angina was doing just a little bit more, but also this is so early in Drag Race and that stage is 3 inches long. So I think of these two performances, Angina and BB set the tone really early what Drag Race was going to look like. And I commend all of the early season queens for being pioneers, where by the time that we got to Peppermint and Trinity, they really had a stronger idea of what the franchise was looking for. And so they were doing the reveals, they were doing the hair off, they were doing the dance moves, all of the expected things. If I had to choose between which one of these was better, I think the original was. I think that BB and Angina had so much raw power and emotion and strength behind this. The song is about not feeling sad or lonely anymore, right? And these two are up for elimination, so there's more stakes. Where Trinity and Peppermint had made it to the end, and yes, they wanted to win, but the stakes are less so of going home completely and more, will I win or will I not? Because of that group, only one of them is gonna win the whole thing of those 4. It's less about being eliminated and more who's going to win. So I think of these two, BB and Angina were the stronger ones. Wordplay. Next up, we have Nasty, performed originally by Manila and Jujubee in All Stars 1, and then later we got it in season 10 between Asia O'Hara, RIP Butterfly Gate, we're gonna have to experience this again, and Cameron Michaels, who killed 100 butterflies with 1 cartwheel. We're gonna start with Butterfly Gate first, just because this is a harder one to watch. Well, maybe it's not. I really do want to know the intention of Asia wearing this. In what point did she think, Butterflies for nasty. But even the other song didn't work either. Cameron looks crazy with this purple eyeshadow, but she's got swag. Oh, it's so sad. But those boots, Cameron knows how to work a boot. This bodysuit reveal was so hot. Boob number 1. Meanwhile, Cameron is slaying. Boob number 2. And nothing's happened. I mean, at this point, I would have just taken off the whole dress and been like, you know what? This isn't working. She still tries one more time. She's like, maybe this one butterfly will save the performance. Oh, those poor babies. See, and now she's picked up her energy. If she had been doing this from the start, she would have swept Cameron on the floor. That slutty leg, bitch. She had it. That was her finale, and then Butterfly Gate. And now Manila and Jujubee. I don't know which one's harder to watch. Juju's just got this hot energy in this lip sync. And that look, this dominatrix thing, where like Manila looks like an Austin Powers villain. Rue looks so upset. There's not really a lot happening here, but Juju does have control over her movements. Manila's looking crazy. I think she was trying to recreate MacArthur Park, and it just was not working. Look at Latrice regretting her life decisions. So of these two, these are both really hard to watch. Both of them. One, because Juju's not doing a ton, and Manila is doing everything, but it's not good. And then on the flip, you've got Cameron killing live bugs on stage. And so these are both hard to watch. If I could give this a 0, I could, but I'm giving it a 1 because I have to. I think I'm gonna give it to Cameron and Asia because even though there's live assassination happening on television, I do think that at some point Asia's energy redirected where it should have been and Cameron was serving it the whole time. It wins by just 1 point. So now we're gonna talk about Point of No Return, which was originally done by Dela and Darian in season 6, and then later happened in All Stars 6 between Yara and Silky. They both look so good in this lip sync, and that music hits and it's just like, ooh, this is gonna be it. Dela seems so femme here. Darian's got this madame energy about her. I would give her money. I would have already pulled it out. That movement right there is so crazy. I love that move so much. I would never think of Darian as someone who could serve like that, but this is the right song for her to serve. Meanwhile, Dela's giving like, I've twirled and swirled in New York with the best of them. The wig slipping back. The wig! Okay, it has been how many years? Like 8? And no one has picked Cabbage? That's crazy that Darian is the only one to have done this. Unless there's an international season where I haven't seen this. I wish that Dela had not done this. This outfit is awful. 2 women combining their joint slay. Now it's time for All Stars 6. I have a lot of controversial opinions about this particular lip sync extravaganza. I think a lot of the other queens won, but they wanted to see Silky a little bit more through the season. So I don't think any of the other queens had a chance to move forward. This came on and I threw ass the first time. Yara looks hot. That mug could cut glass. Ooh. Yes, girl. That when she turns to the side and just shows that shoulder in the side profile, everything. I hate the reveal. I think the idea of the fringe is nice. I just don't like these colors. God, Yara is just sex on a stick in this song. This was the wrong decision though. My soul just left my body. What is this running in place on the ground? Diva down. Someone press a life alert. I think Yara killed the second lip sync. I think Silky was a little bit messy for me. I mean, a lot bit messy. This is hands down won by Dela and Darian. Dela was not as strong as she could have been, but she still was keeping up quite a bit. Darian picking Cabbage is so iconic, and the fact that no one has ever done that again, hands down it goes to them between these 2 lip syncs. I think Yara had it. I think Yara could have easily moved forward, but I don't think they wanted to see her as much as they wanted to see Silky, in my homosexual opinion. So now we're gonna watch Work Bitch, which was originally between Kahana Montrese and Mercedes, or as I affectionately call her, Morcadiz. And then was later done in season 13 at the finale by Rose and Candy. In my opinion, I don't know if they needed to do Work Bitch again. I think there were other songs they could have done for that Britney finale. Up until now, Mercedes was so muted in the competition. She woke up here, and Kahana was there to serve. She's transformed into a different person from the challenge and the week before. Now get to work, bitch. This fuck-ass little tiny mohawk wig. Okay, she's so hot though. I wish we could have seen more of this lip sync. I want to see the unedited cut. God, she's such a dynamic performer. This is the coolest part. We've seen a lot of the backbends, but that slow left to right sway backbend, bitch, yes. The double cartwheel. Oh, now it's time for season 13. I don't like Candy in this dark lip. And I think both their makeup looks a little bit rough. Candy's eyebrows are really, really big. And then Rosé's should be on a milk carton because they're missing. Candy does have a lot of presence already. This is my favorite because she pulls off this jacket to say look hot in a bikini and then has a bodysuit underneath it. Go on, girl, give us literally nothing. I do like this bodysuit on Candy more than I like Rosé's. And your visuals have a lot to do with performance in selling it. Unfortunately, I feel like neither one of them are really giving anything. Candy has more energy than Rosé for sure. I just don't feel like they're connecting with the song at all. Yes, girls, give us nothing. Yes. Work. I'm so glad that's over. So hands down, there's no way I could give it to anybody except for Mercedes and Kahana. Their energy was incredible from start to finish. They both looked really good despite not being in theme for the song. Rosé and Candy had time to prep their looks for this song. And I don't know if either one of these really connected with Britney. On top of it, I feel like their energy was just not connecting with the song at all. It's a high energy number. And it was like, work it out. Work it out. The epitome of the go on girl give us nothing meme. And again, Mercedes transformed in that lip sync, and there's nothing that I love seeing more than a contestant who gets into their element and just arrives to the competition. And that's what happened with Mercedes. She was so quiet and sleepwalking through the first 2 episodes, and then this lip sync happened and she emerged. I wish she could have found a way to take that energy and siphon it to the rest of the competition, because that was lacking in my opinion. But she and Kahana ate that down. Next up is Free of Mind, which happened between the Countess and Ivy Elise in Holland 2. And then I think maybe like a week or 2 later happened between Jiggly and Serena in All Star 6. This was Ivy's 4th time lip syncing, I think, but she honestly should have won this one. If the last one was Go On Girl, Give Us Nothing, Countess is Go On Girl. I don't even think she's Go On Girl. It's just Give Us Nothing. I love Ivy's look. It did not match the runway category at all, but she looked good. My favorite thing is when the Save Queens steal the show. Watch Tabitha back there. She is eating this up harder than either one of them are. The Countess is certainly freeing her mind. God, this is such a good song. And it's so wasted on the Countess. But the shoes coming off. And the frog feet. I can't with the frog feet. She's not doing anything. Now we're gonna watch a live assassination between Jiggly and Serena. Jiggly looks so good in this kimono and corset combo. I feel like Serena was just happy to be there. This bodysuit is very cute though. I'm so glad we got to see Jiggly lip sync in this season. Something is happening with Serena, but something else is about to happen now. The frog bouncing is crazy. Jiggly hitting all those beats. Serena is doing something, and I appreciate that. It's not good what she's doing, but it's something. And her butt does look great right now. So between these, hands down, it's Jiggles. Jiggly and Serena killed that. They were both working their out. I appreciate that Serena was doing something even if it wasn't good. Where in the Holland lip sync, Tabitha kind of stole the show for me. Ivy was doing the thing until her shoes came off. And Countess was just... she was giving us 0. Zipology. That was bad. Next, we're gonna talk about Physical, which was, again, done in Drag Race Holland by Reggie B and Juicy Couture in episode 1, and then maybe a couple weeks later was done by Trinity and Laganja in All Stars 6. This is one of my favorite lip syncs of all time. They both look incredible. Laganja and that hand move. Laganja's choreography, this whole lip sync, is next level and should be studied. And this look, I love that chunky zipper right here. This back bend. Bringing Laganja in really was asking for an assassin. But I mean, when you're against Laganja, what are you supposed to do? That move, I think about that move. It lives up here. I appreciate her incorporating some classic dancing into this as well. Silky was not expecting to get hit by that corset. Silky's over here disassociating and gets smacked. So upsetting. I appreciate that Trinity was able to get everyone clapping. Except for Rue. The neck break. And then that jump is insane. How does she do that? We should talk about Tia Mowry here. She has never seen that in her life. Rue's about to call AARP for Laganja's coverage. And now for Holland too, which is not a slay. Reggie does kill this lip sync, but Juicy doesn't do a lot. I do appreciate that handography. I appreciate that move so much. And then getting everyone to clap as well. But Fred's clapping this time. That was a fun move, I will say. So between these two, hands down, Trinity and Laganja, there is no competition between these two. Reggie was doing a lot, and I appreciate a lot of her movements. Juicy really wasn't doing anything. She seemed like she gave up the moment she was announced to be in bottom too. So, I mean, it was still a decent lip sync, like it was passable, but Laganja and Trinity were those girls. Now we're gonna talk about When I Grow Up, which I think has maybe been done one other time, but the original rendition was between Monica and Coco in season 5, and then done again in All Stars 9 between Vanjie and Plastique. When this came up in All Stars 9, I was so jazzed to see who was gonna do what, and I was gagged. We need to talk about the camera work that happens here before anything. This flashing to Alyssa, they were trying to get Emmys. All right, Coco, come on, you got this. Fuck it up. I don't really like Coco in this little girl outfit. She knew she was gonna lip sync, which is why she probably wore that. I like that she's almost playing it like she's at a slumber party. Monica looks checked out. Coco is doing the most to send her home. The movements. Coco's hitting everything. I wish Monica was serving a little harder. She seems ready to go. Coco's going at 200 speed while Monica's still trying to like press a crosswalk button. Drive nice cars, wanna have rupees. I thought it was boobies for the longest time. So now let's get into All Stars 9. Rue looks snatched. Vanjie and Plastique look so good in this. The reveal happened a little early, but that move was everything. Vanjie in this human unit, unclockable. She could go shopping at Walmart and I'd be like, that's a woman. See, this is when I want to reveal, about a minute in. This has so much energy from both of them. Yes, I didn't know Plastique could do that. Slapping the is crazy. They look so perfect for this song. Again, the slapping. She wanted to show the boys on Grindr what she could do. You better work. The strutting. Plastique and Vanjie's lip sync is that meme of when two women decide to combine their joint slay. They ate up that song in a way that I don't think anybody ever could in the history of ever. Coco was that girl for the longest time, but then Vanjie and Plastique stepped in and they snatched this song right out of her blue dress wearing fingers. I mean, they ate that up. That was theirs. The winner of those two songs, hands down, is Vanjie and Plastique. Now we're gonna watch Lady Marmalade, which was originally done in Thailand season 2 between Srimala and Tormai. And that runway was meant to be a lingerie runway, so if you see the look and you're like, that's crazy, that's why. And then was later done in season 13 by Elliot, Tina, and Kimora Hall. Let's get into it. So we're gonna start out with season 13. I think I wanna be vulnerable that I think the problematic queen in this group was the one who was better. Like, I don't wanna root for a racist, but she objectively did better than everyone else. God, Kimora looks so hot with this gigantic hair. Tina, what are you doing? I'm sorry, but the racist is turning it. Kimora and Elliot are giving it everything, and then Tina's back there baiting and gooning. What is she doing? How Tina won this, I don't understand. That's not how you fist. God, the way that she falls into that split. They're really trying to make us think that Tina won this when she was nothing of the sort. I love Art and I missed her so much in season 3. I don't know what happened with Srimala's makeup because she was trying to paint sexy and she kind of just looked evil. Like on Sponge from James and the Giant Peach. Neither one of these girls speak English at all. I think Srimala can understand a bit. And she knew every one of these words. Tormaya's looking a hot mess on the floor. But also she was a mess in Snatch Game. But her freaking helicopter was iconic. I am obsessed with Srimala. This is like my favorite queen archetype from the international seasons. The messy, psychotic girl. God, she's turning it so hard in this ugly outfit and this chunky breastplate where you could see all the lines. I love in the background, you could see Vanda just wanting to lip sync this so hard, but she's trying not to steal focus. God, Tormai's a mess. I'm obsessed with this woman. I'm so sorry. It's like her and Poopy Poison are two sides of the same coin. Hungry being so bored. And Pangina's got this look on her face like, can we please just send Tormai home? She should have been gone weeks ago. Pangina totally looks like, I can't believe we sent Candy Cyanide home to keep Tormai here. I am sorry, I stand Srimala so hard and I love this woman. She was a mess the whole time, so I have to give it to season 13 for the better version of this lip sync. And to be quite honest, Elliot did win that one for me. I still don't understand why Tina won that. I think Kimura won it over Tina. The three of them were really perfect for that song. They had the right energy, they had good pacing, they had good movements. They didn't do too much, but it was effective in what they did. They kept their energy at a consistent high where Srimala and Tormai were just throwing everything, even the kitchen sink at that lip sync. And I don't think either one were that effective, but I'm still obsessed with Srimala forever. All right, we are down to our very last one, which was Hallucinate. Originally performed in Drag Race UK Season 3 by Vanity Milan and Crystal Versace, and then later performed in All Stars 8 by Jasmine Kennedy. Jasmine looks hot, 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 hot. I don't know who this giant purple woman is, but she needs to move. She's in the way. This was such a slay. Boo! Did they just keep showing her to really pin in that she can't lip sync? You know someone in the back is like, get camera 2, get camera 2. Oh, there she is. The Dula Peepa! Boo! Period. God, she looks so hot. I wish we could actually see this lip sync. Instead, we're just distracted by this giant purple woman doing nothing. And then that where she falls into the split. Someone move camera 2, please. Jasmine's got this triumphant energy that I'm obsessed with. Now let's watch the obvious better one. And this was Vanity's 4th time lip syncing, 5th time. Vanity is the lip sync assassin. And she looks incredible here. Crystal gagged me a lot with what she did. This is the best part from Vanity. Yes, bitch. They're both giving everything. They've got so much star power dripping off of them. I'm glad we actually get to see both of them lip sync this. It doesn't just focus on one of them performing extraordinarily bad. I mean, let's be real. Vanity could have won this if she hadn't already lip synced so many times before. I love their energy so much. You better work, Crystal. You better freaking work. Yes, girls, you better work. Okay, so that was such a clear and obvious win between Vanity and Crystal. It was so powerful, so triumphant. And the thing is, I don't think any of us knew what Crystal was going to do for that style of song. We saw her in the very beginning alongside Victoria, and I think Crystal's performance was really, really, really good then, but it was a very different style of song. With Hallucinate being Dula Peepa, I didn't know what Crystal was gonna do. I didn't think she'd turn it that hard. Plus being against Vanity, who is a powerhouse lip syncer, it could have gone either way. But seeing them turn it up to 200% energy was so cool to see. And I think this was the stronger, hands down lip sync of the two. And so with that, those are all my personal picks for which song was done better. Which one was done better in your opinion, and of the many other overlapping, which ones were your favorites, and which ones do you think performed better than another version of the same song? Let me know in the comments below, and remember to click that subscribe button. And if you have anything that you want me to specifically talk about on this channel, I am open to ideas as of right now. Thank you again for watching, and I will see y'all on the flip.